Hello, it's wonderful having you again. For today's lesson, we are going to look at phrase, something we started last week. So we're going to continue with the rest of the um, phrases we have not looked at. So I'm going to take you through prepositional phrase and adverbial phrase. Prepositional phrase and adverbial phrase. So for the objective, we have identify types of phrase in sentences. Identify types of phrase in sentences. So mainly for today's lesson, we will look at just these two, prepositional phrase and adverbial phrase. Okay. The last time we met, we defined a phrase. We defined a phrase. I hope that is clear. Okay. So we define a phrase to be group of words that is without a subject. It is without a subject. Okay, and without a finite verb. I hope that is clear. We also said that it is part of a sentence. Good. We also said that it does not make sense on its own. And we explain why it does not make sense on its own. We say that it does not make sense because it is coming as part of a whole sentence. Okay, so we gave some examples to be in the bush. So if someone just sees you, okay, approached you and the person makes this statement, the man, you'll be wondering, who is the man? Who are you referring to? So that is it. When such statements are made, they do not make sense because it is coming from part, or it is part of a sentence. Okay. Let us move quickly to our lesson. So prepositional phrase, we should know what a preposition is. Okay. So let's try to mention some prepositions. You know, example of prepositions. Example preposition. Oh, okay. So we can talk about behind, after, in front of. So it means in is one, of is one, to is also a preposition. I hope that is clear. Under, beneath. All these words tell us the position of something, or it tells the relationship between one noun and another. I hope that is clear. So a preposition in general tells the position or the relationship between a noun and another noun or pronoun. Okay, all right. So what then is a prepositional phrase? We define a prepositional phrase to be group of words performing the function of a preposition. Group of words performing the function of a preposition. That is to say that it tells the position of a noun or pronoun. Okay, the position is the head of the group of words. That's when we consider a prepositional phrase. It means that the word preposition, an example, okay, of what a position is, will be the head of the group of words we have to underline. So it will only be difficult for you to identify a prepositional phrase when you don't know what a preposition is. So the best you can do is to be abreast with the part of speech, okay? Know the examples for each of them. So example, we have the mango tree is behind the house. The mango tree is behind the house. Where is the mango tree? So where? As in the place, the position. So behind the house. So we said that the preposition becomes the head of the group of words you underline. I cannot underline just the behind. So we underline behind the house. Behind the house. Answer the question, where is the mango tree? Behind the house. It is then at the position of the mango tree, or the relationship between the mango tree and the house. Okay. Puma lives around my church. Puma lives around my church. So where does Puma lives? Around my church. So we have around my church as the prepositional phrase in the second sentence. Okay. Let's look at the next thing. Adverbial phrase. What is an adverb? What is an adverb? You know the examples? You know some examples of adverbs? Okay. So we define an adverb to be a word that modifies a verb. It can modify an adjective or can modify itself in a sentence. An adverb modifies a verb, it modifies an adjective, and it modifies itself in a sentence. I hope that is clear. All right. So for an adverbial phrase, we say that it's a group of words performing the function of an adverb. It means that they will modify a verb. The adverbial phrase will modify a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. So when we have two or more words performing the function of an adverb, we say that it is an adverbial phrase. Where we have two or more words performing the function of an adverb, it is known as an adverbial phrase. So example, John walks very fast. John walks very fast. Don't forget, an adverb modifies a verb, an adverb modifies an adjective. So let's look at John walks very fast. We can have John walks fast. Is that not it? Very good. But here we have introduced an adverb which is very. Adverb of degree. Telling us the degree. Okay. So John walks very fast. So in underlining the adverbial phrase here, we underline very fast. Very fast. So this is modifying the verb walks here. So John does not just walk fast, he walks very fast. Very good. Then the second one, I am quite well. I am quite well. Okay. So we have quite also modifying what? The adjective well. Okay. So for an adverbial phrase here, we have quite well. Quite well. All right. I hope we understand the lesson. Okay. So briefly, what we have tried looking at is phrase, and we have looked at other types of phrase. For our lesson, we have looked mainly at prepositional phrase and adverbial phrase. And we said that when we use a prepositional phrase, it means that we are telling the relationship between one noun and another. Just as a preposition will perform a function, a prepositional phrase also performs that function. And so for prepositional phrase, it has to do with more than one word. More than one word. So we have behind the house underlined as a prepositional phrase. We have around my church also as a prepositional phrase. Then lastly, we looked at an adverbial phrase functioning as a modifier, modifying a verb, an adjective, and an adverb itself. And we had some sentences explaining further what we mean by adverbial phrase. So in the sentence given, we have John walks very fast, where we have very fast underlined as an adverbial phrase. And we also have I am quite well underlined, stating that that is an adverbial phrase. Okay. So this is where we bring our lesson to an end. I believe we've had a nice time, and I'll urge you to take your time and answer the questions given on the lesson length. Take good care of yourself. Be safe. Be safe. Bye-bye.